Process has been, a new experience for me. Being able to have interviews with different coaches and make my first impression is really important. I'm just looking forward to showing coaches, how good I can really move, how much I've improved since my 3 years in Michigan, and just what I'm really worth and just show what I'm really about.
What do you think you'll excel at in the workouts?
I believe I excel at a lot of different things. A lot of agility drills, a lot of the pulling drills, and just a lot of different drills that involve a lot of movement, lateral movement drills at the combine. I think I'll excel a lot in those. Yes.
Are you at all surprised by the projections? I mean, a lot of people are putting you in the first round.
That's always great, but projections are always just projections. I got to make it happen. It's good to see it, of course, unless it gives me a good idea of where I stand. But I try to stay out of that stuff and just focus on the task at hand.
Do you think you're a first rounder?
Yes, I do. Because if you look at the film, if you look at how I dominate people, if you look at my character, how smart I am, I have everything in tallies for a first rounder, so I'm very confident in myself that I am a first rounder. It helped me mature a lot at such a young age. Growing up in that kind of neighborhood, there's a lot of different distractions you can come by, but it takes a mature young man to keep your head on straight and not get distracted. I knew it was dangerous, but I never thought anything of it. I just figured that's how things were. I never saw the outside world before. When I went to IMG Academy. Yeah, I'm a versatile player. I could play guard, center, whatever you want me to play on the interior. I'm comfortable playing anything. Really just getting in shape, just getting my body right, just getting back 100% healthy off the season, and just focusing on getting in shape and doing the drills and studying football. They weren't. I probably had maybe one time me and Rashawn Gary ever went head-to-head in practice. It just shows how well we work. It just shows the work we put in. The fact that all four of us got an invitation to be here, it just shows the work we put in, and it just shows, our talent.
How much do you attribute that to Ed Warner, and what did he bring to this offensive line group?
Yeah, he came in. He came in with a different attitude, aggressive attitude, to basically to make us better. He emphasizes on improving every week. He emphasized technique, and he emphasizes to do a lot of little things that make us better.
You once said you were born to play center. Do you tell teams that when you talk to them?
No one's asked that. Most people ask about my versatility. I think a lot of people know that center was my main position, my primary position in college. So, but like I said a couple years back, I was born to play center, but I'm able to play anything on the interior offensive line.
Do you have any idea how many meetings you've had so far, how many teams you've met with?
Yeah, I've had 5 formal interviews. I believe I have a total of 18 this week. So,
is there a common thing that you're getting asked in those interviews, or is it kind of just dependent on the team?
It's really just dependent on the team. Questions or interview settings could range from different things. So it's just it's really different from a lot of people. I had formals so far with the Rams, Packers, Panthers, Titans, the Giants, and the Broncos. I'm not sure yet. I don't have any more formals until Thursday, so I'll know my list by later on tonight. It'd be great. My mom won't have to go far to come see me play. So it'd be great to play play close to home. That'd be great. Yes. Really, it was just I didn't want that to be a distraction on what we had going on. I didn't want that to be a distraction on what the team had going on, what we were focusing on. Really, just my main thing was I going to be focused that week? If I was going to get asked questions about that, and my main decision came down to did I believe in myself, and I think I was ready. It really wasn't. I mean, it really wasn't anything to neutralize him. We just played our regular game plan, and I mean the tackles did what they normally do. They were really focused on their technique, and I mean, it showed out in a positive for them. Nah, there wasn't any extra attention we gave him. It was just, I mean, we knew how good of a player he was, so there was, it was just watch out for this guy. But there wasn't any extra emphasis, any extra double teams to get put on him or anything like that.
Some of your teammates have talked about how you made all the calls in the Michigan offense. Do you think you can impress some teams here drawn up on the whiteboard?
Yes, I believe that's one place I've excelled a little bit in some of my formal interviews. Just my ability to remember plays and reiterate plays on the board, and the way I'm able to just describe my film. I think that's one thing I'm able to impress teams on. I'm not sure. I could, but I'll know later on tonight when I look at my formal list for tomorrow.
You play a little bit of guard too. Do you prefer center? Or do you
Yes, I'm a center. I mean that's what I play, but I can play guard as well. But I mean, center is my primary position, but I can play guard as well.
What do you like about playing center?
I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the whole show. So if something goes wrong, I take the heat for it. If things are going good, I take the shine for it as well.
Can you talk a little bit about playing for your dad?
Yeah. This whole entire experience is dedicated, man, to just that whole situation, that tragedy. I still do it. Every night, every day I think about it. If my dad was here to see what I'm doing right now, I may be mind blown. So I'm still playing for my dad. I still play through my dad. My dad still lives through me, and that's how it's always going to be.
The fact that he was being a good Samaritan, is that something to take pride in? You know what I mean? That he was being a good person.
Yeah, that's what I pride myself on, is just doing things for people, just being a good person. And the fact that the way it happened, he was doing something good, being a good person. I mean, you really wouldn't want it any other way if something were to happen like that.
What do you remember about the expectations Shea had when he was in high school, and what was it like to kind of see him kind of go through his career and ultimately end up where he ended up?
I mean, I think it's great to see me and him went to high school together, what he was able to do in high school, and just to see how much he's matured, how much he's learned more things about football, how much he's added more arsenals to his game throughout my 2 years we spent together at Michigan. So I mean, it was just great watching him just excel every year and just learn new things.
How did he deal with the expectations, though? I mean, there was obviously a lot of buzz about him, I guess, even coming out of high school.
I mean, I think he just played football. I mean, I know Shea. He really doesn't try to get caught up in the media, or just really doesn't really pay attention to the pressure that's supposed to be put on him. So, I mean, he just goes out there and plays football. He plays his game.
It's not as common for centers to be first-round picks, but it sounds like in these interview process, it's kind of been an advantage for you almost, that you have that kind of extra knowledge about scheme and stuff like that.
Yeah. At Michigan, I was always in my playbook. I was always studying the offense. I was always doing a lot of things like that. So, man, I just have a thing for football. That's where I think once again I think I stand out when it comes to these interviews, these formal interviews, because I know so much about football, and I love football. So I'm learning new things. I'm actually locked in. I'm engaged. So.
Who are you most similar to at the NFL level, and why?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Who are you most similar to at the NFL level, and why?
I think the player I'm most similar to at the NFL level is most likely Rodney Hudson. I say Rodney Hudson because we're both big body centers that can move very well and have a lot of power, and he's somebody that I resemble my game after a lot after I was given similarities and comparisons to him sometimes.